listings from Southeast Florida. As per the usual, we pulled data for the preceding 90 days on January 31st, 2026, and compare it to previous month's data pulls to look for trends and other data points to give us an idea on the market direction. Let's start with condominiums. Active inventory fell by a mere 5 units down to 2,470 active listed for sale, with closed sales ticking down by 16 units to 419 closed sales. When taken as a percentage of active inventory, you get a 16.96% chance to sell. Expired listings increased by 30 to 500. This data point has increased substantially since the December 2025 figure of 399 to 470 in January and 500 this month. When taken as a percentage of active inventory, you get a 20.24% chance to expire. We think this is the biggest takeaway, the widening gap with a higher percent chance to expire over sell. Let's take a look. Going back to April 2025, you had a higher likelihood of a condo expiring unsold than selling by 1.26%. In May 2025, that reversed quite a bit, and you had a higher likelihood of a condo selling than expiring unsold by 3.29%. That trend continued in June and July, and then another inflection point in August 2025, where you had a higher likelihood of a condo expiring unsold than selling by 0.92%. The trend continued in September and October, and in November switches back to the higher likelihood of a condo selling rather than expiring unsold at 1.67%. That continued in December, then yet another inflection point in January 2026, back to a higher likelihood of a condo expiring unsold than selling by 1.41%. In this most recent month in February, that delta grew to 3.28%. We like to bring this data together looking at this subtle data point that we feel is a true indicator of market direction. As you can see, it does indeed fluctuate and has been in a tight range the past year or so, not breaking out one way or the other with an expanding delta. Let's see next month if this delta grows further in favor of expiring over selling. Generally speaking, this is good for buyers and not for sellers. Let's move on to single-family homes. Active inventory increased by 6 units to 284 active listed for sale, with closed sales ticking up by 2 units to 68 closed sales. When taken as a percentage of active inventory, you get 23.94% chance to sell. Expired listings decreased by 4 to 39. When taken as a percentage of active inventory, you get 13.73% chance to expire. We think this is the biggest takeaway, the consistency of a higher percent chance to sell over the listing expiring unsold. Let's take a look. You have to go all the way back to March of 2023 to see a higher chance a home would expire over selling. And that percentage difference was a mere 0.76%. Then you consistently have month after month of the chance of a single family home selling being greater than it expiring unsold. Here are those delta percentages over the months since April 2023. Notice it hit 22.18% in September 2023, and you can see the fluctuations through the years into this most recent reading where you had a 10.21% delta in favor of your home selling over expiring. I hope you found this information helpful. Please reach out with any further questions you may have, or if you'd like to simply talk market. Thank you.